What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Kiki Said So if you're new here, and if you're not, welcome back. So it's been a while since my last vlog. I don't even quite remember what it was. And without giving a bunch of excuses, I mean, it's the same thing all the time. So thank you guys for checking this out. And if you're new here, again, welcome. So today I want to do some goal setting. It is Monday, July 1st. And I just want to do that. I'm trying new things in my life to hold myself accountable and to actually reach the goals that I want. I think I've realized that part of the reason that I was just in such a freaking funk is because I didn't have a lot of things to look forward to. I had plenty to do, but it wasn't anything where I was really flexing my creativity among other things. And I need to work on being more, or showing more gratitude. So today I am going to get ready. I want you guys to watch me get ready with me, whatever. It's a get ready with me video, and we're gonna do some goal setting. And I hope that you guys will, I really hope you guys will help encourage me to stay on track, check in with me with my goals. We can be accountability partners. And I also hope that this inspires you to set some goals for yourself. You can do as many or as little as you want. And if you feel comfortable sharing any goals, after you make sure that you are subscribed, hit the subscribe button on this channel, make sure your bell icon is on so that you know when new videos drop, and make sure that you like and leave a comment no matter what it is. But I'm gonna give you a few things. I know that sometimes I'll watch videos and I don't really comment. I listen to the people saying, oh, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I like the video, subscribe to the channel. I watch the stuff, but I don't always participate. So I get it, but I really hope that you guys do. I love it when you do. Anyway, so the first things first, I have already washed my face and my skin has been acting up. I'm gonna do another video about skincare. I have gotten out of my regular routine, but before I go and rebuy a bunch of products, I did want to check with you guys and find out what all you've been using. So not doing skincare for this video, but in an upcoming video, we'll talk about skincare. But if you have any products that you just want to let me know about that you've been loving, I have I would say more combination skin, because sometimes I'll have like dry patches in this area, but then here is really oily. I also have, I used to have textured skin, but it's gotten much smoother, but now I've been having a lot of hormonal breakouts and stuff on the sides of my face. I even have a pimple like right here. And I'm just like, what the heck? I like to use the Mario Badescu drying lotion, but that can also be really harsh, and it does leave behind dark spots. So now I'm having dark spots again, and those had cleared up. Just so many skin issues. But right now I'm putting on makeup because I have some goals that I will be getting to that involve me getting dressed, doing my hair, getting everything in order so that I can create content and feel confident while I'm doing my content. And then I also have an event tonight. Not sure if this makeup is going to stay on for that event. It might. I might just do a refresher. We'll see. So anyway, starting off with Urban Decay's All Nighter Face Primer. It's a longwear foundation grip, preps, smooths, and perfects. I bought this tiny thing from Target about a month ago. I love Urban Decay products, but you know, primers are $30, $40, $50 a lot of times with the prestige brands. And even though you can return used products to stores, I don't always get around to it. So I figured I would just try this out and see how I like it. I do think it works really well as a long wear primer. And if I'm not mistaken, they have some, maybe it's just the setting sprays. I like their setting sprays too. They have different ones depending on your skin's needs. So check this out. I bought this at Target in the Ulta section. But I think they sell it at Sephora too. Let's see. So I've put that on. I typically like to start by doing my eyebrows. And I love Anastasia Beverly Hills products. I don't know what has happened to all my brushes. I've lost them along the way, traveling, hotels, luggage falling on my bag, just random places. This is actually a Morphe brush that I need to clean, but this is what we're using today, along with, funny enough, and then this one, this flat tip brush is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I like to use this one for the foundation or concealer that I use around my brows to kind of clean it up. So where'd I put, and I like to use the Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is dark brown. Let me see if I have an ebony one. If not, the dark brown will be fine. Here we go, ebony. So I took my braids out, and thank goodness. I looked horrible in the episodes that we recorded, so y'all go easy on me. If you're new, you may not know, or if you just didn't know, I host a podcast called Cocktails Dirty Discussions. It is a comedy podcast about me and my co-host and the guests that we sometimes bring on. It's about all of our lives, our sex, dating, and relationship lives, the experiences that we've had through them. We try to laugh at them. We've had a lot of serious episodes lately, but I want to get back to having more fun ones. That's what the show was built on, and I want to get back to our roots. Because we have had a decline in listeners, and I get it, because to be fair, some of the episodes I didn't like. Sometimes I wasn't in it. Sometimes she wasn't in it. It was just so many different things going on, but we're still kicking in. We're still doing it. And if we're still going to be shelling out thousands of dollars a month to everyone who helps make this show a thing that you guys can watch or listen to, we need to like rejuvenate ourselves and get inspired again. So that's one of the things on my goal list. But I'm going to start off with my personal goals while I do my eyebrows. So, and then if my eyes are looking wonky, excuse this mess. This is another goal that needs to be taken care of. But if I'm looking crazy, I am really struggling with, I have this camera that is mounted on my vanity mirror. There's a viewfinder. Yeah, maybe I should flip the viewfinder back, and then it won't be so hard. So, and I think I can still see myself in the mirror. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so anyway, one of the goals, or to start off with goal setting, I want to start off with some personal goals, and not personal professional goals, but truly personal goals for me. Like I mentioned earlier, I want to work on gratitude. Sometimes it's really easy for me to get caught up in my day-to-day or any sort of frustrations or any mishaps I have. And I lose sight of, I don't want to say what's important, but I lose sight of why I'm doing things, and I forget about like the fact that even though some days is days where almost everything seems to be going wrong except for the fact that I'm still here, I'm not homeless, I can pay my bills, all of that. I just need to work on my gratuity, and I'm writing this stuff on the mirror with like a wipe off board marker, because there's also things that I need to do. So that's, oh my God. What did I do to my cheek? How did I do that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. What do I have in here that I could wipe this off with? What did I do? I really... okay, so this is actually, what's this called? End papers for like when you're roller setting your hair or something. I'm just gonna try to use this to wipe off and then put some more primer on my cheek, because one thing I do know is it will look really different when you don't have primer on a part of your face but you put it other areas. I don't know how I did that. Oh well. Anyway, so I want to back to the goal setting. I want to make sure that when I'm showing gratitude, not only showing it to other people, but it's more so of a personal exercise and things that I don't even need to talk to anyone about, but God. And so I want to, action item is in my personal journal, I want to commit to writing in my journal every day. And no matter what kind of day I have, I need to show gratitude to something. And an additional challenge is not just the basics, like I have a place to live, I'm not hungry, I'm not, my health is pretty good, nothing like that. I really want to dig deeper than that, because while I am grateful for those things, sometimes I feel like when we do show gratitude towards everyday things that we do take for granted, it doesn't really help. Or at least for me, it doesn't. I hope that makes sense. It's like, yeah, I am grateful for those things and I don't want to take away from that. But if I'm really trying to work on it and dig deeper, I need to think about the other smaller things that I am grateful for so that I can really see like a bigger picture, So anyway, I want to journal every day. I haven't done it today. I kind of think I should do it first thing in the morning and possibly reflect on the day before, or maybe I'll even get to a point where I'm journaling multiple times a day and I start my day off with, maybe something I'm looking forward to. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't journaled today, so I'm going to journal at some point today, and I'm going to work on a routine with it. And then once I figure out what that routine is or what I've tried, I'll do it. But if you could leave a comment and let me know maybe something that you have tried that worked for you, or if you do journal, what time you journal. And I have some journals so I can handwrite them, but I also noticed that little journal app in my phone. I have an iPhone and it's pretty cool. And I like how it gives you prompts. So maybe I'll just start journaling everywhere. Who knows? But eventually. But right now I'm going to start in a paper journal and just write about some things, because I also don't want it to turn into a burn book. Medina and I were talking on a recent episode. I don't know which one it was. It was just one we recently recorded, so it's not out yet. Hell, it probably won't come out till August, now that I think about it. But she was talking about writing in journals and like something about showing gratitude, and when you're writing in your journal, don't just use your journal to complain. And I was like, you know what? There was a time when I was trying to journal, and I think I kind of fell into that because I was trying not to let the negative thoughts take over and come out to other people. So I would write it in my journal so I could kind of like write it down and release. Instead of venting on Twitter, venting on the internet, I could vent in my book, in my private thoughts, and then let it go. And if it's not something that's still on my mind days later, it's no need to confront anybody, because maybe I was just having a day, or maybe I wasn't really looking at the bigger picture, or it's just sometimes it's things that no matter how much you talk about them, you just have to learn to kind of get over it or move on, or whatever the case may be. So anyway, and then that was a good point and something that I hadn't really thought about when I was trying to journal before. And maybe that's why I couldn't stick with it, because it was just a lot of complaining. And I want to get out of that. Life has complaints, but what about the good stuff? That is something that I really want to get better at. And it's a quality about me that I find that I can be really pessimistic, and not all the time, but I can be. And that is like, cringe. I hate it. So anyway, good thing about life is it's not over till it's over. And I realize that's something that I do. I realize it's something that I do want to change. And so now I just have to do what I have to do to change it. So number 1 is personal journal, writing daily, and showing gratitude. And another personal goal I have is with being more active. So I've already started this one, but the actual goal is to work out 3 times a week, some kind of workout. I wrote at least 5 days a week. I need to go on at least a 3-mile walk with my dog Whitley. But I'm going to modify that actually. I need to go on at least a 3-mile walk 3 times a week with Whitley. We'll start there, and then that can count as a workout. And then we'll move on to getting better with workouts. Okay. Yeah. Let me just walk. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now some more like goals for just my own professional goals, things like that. I need to start posting on social media more often. That was another thing I kind of fell off from. I used to really enjoy going to do photo shoots and taking pictures and doing all of these things. Then I wanted to make sure that I was connected with people. I had a conversation with my aunt one time when I was home for a holiday, and she was like, you're always on your computer working when you're here, and it doesn't really feel like you're here sometimes because you're working. And I got a little defensive, to be honest, because I'm like, well, I have to work. It's how I can afford to be here, and sometimes I'm here for a longer period of time, but that doesn't mean that I can be here the whole time and just not work. It like my work, no aspect. Oh, that's the washing machine. I was like, who's in here? No aspect of it works that way, you know? So anyways, I need to, and then I was like, you know, she's right to a certain degree. I mean, I've never stopped working, but I might work less. But one of those things that I wasn't doing is making sure that while I'm out, I'm taking pictures or getting videos. There's so many different things that I want to try, and then I just end up not doing them. I don't want to say it's me being lazy, but sometimes the burnout takes over and I don't want to do it. And I just should, because it's like, what else are you doing? And baby girl, you got goals and you either going to do them or you're not. And if this is not something that you're going to do for whatever reason, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're going to have to pivot and figure something else out. So right now I'm pivoting back to what I know, and that is to post some more. So if y'all see some funny videos, not necessarily skits, it could really be anything. Skits, trending things, trending audios. If y'all don't mind helping your girl out, DM me or message me on TikTok. I am on TikTok at Kiki Said So. I'm on Twitter/X. I'm on everything at Kiki Said So. I'm on Facebook too. I have a regular Facebook page, like a regular Facebook profile, and I also have like a Facebook page. I want to get back to posting more on my food page, Klassy Baste. I looked at it the other day. I hadn't really posted since March of 2023, and then I went to post another video in June. Recently, like since Juneteenth, because Juneteenth I had like a come to Jesus talk with myself just about different things, and I got frustrated. And y'all tell me if this happens to you, when anything inconveniences your plans or throws a monkey wrench in your plans, you kind of like you end up kind of over it, and then you just want to quit. That is me on so many levels. So I got frustrated because my plan was to get people to go back over to that page and build that page back up. I could cross promote between my regular Kiki Said So page and the Kiki Said So the Klassy Baste Instagram and the Kiki Said So Instagram. But then I got frustrated because whenever I tried to do that, I guess it's because I hadn't really been posting, and maybe it seemed like a fake page or a spam page or just an inactive page. The collaborator feature wasn't there, so I couldn't do it. So that was like, ugh. But you know, I posted some things and that was it. And then I contacted support to see about it. So this morning I got on Instagram to check, or last night, one of the two, and I saw that the feature is there again. So I'll be posting on there. So y'all please follow me there. Okay, so I don't know what just happened, but worked out fine. The camera just stopped recording and I wasn't quite sure why. And I was just like, hold up. I was freaking out because I was hoping that everything didn't like get erased or something, you know? Okay, so anyway, all right. So I talked about working out, talked about, posting on social media, told you guys about some of the mishaps. If you're not following me, please do. If you didn't know that I wrote a cookbook in 2020, I did. I also have digital recipes. I have a few that I've put up there for $1. The whole cookbook is available for $10, $9.99. And then I have a cocktail recipe book on there, and I'm working on a dessert book, which is a collaboration with my aunt who loves to bake, and she has a lot of recipes from my great grandmother that she's kept for many years. My great grandmother was an amazing baker. She was great at cooking too, but an amazing baker. She used to make amazing desserts. She passed away when I was much younger. I can't remember how old, but anyway, it's her grandmother, my great grandmother. So working on that. And I need to be posting my food content. I go to these restaurants, I go out to eat, I get these outfits, I do all of this stuff, and I am not sharing enough of my life. And a part of me at times becomes more of a recluse. And I don't know if that's because I want to or if I'm just moody. I don't know why, but sometimes that happens. But I do want to share more of the things that I do on an everyday basis, more fun experiences. And not just like, okay, I'm on a trip, glamorous. I want to share more of that. It's just so many things that I want to share these days. So just trying to have a plan. So I'm not posting all over the place, because let's be honest, I'm not just sharing because I just want to share, but I think that it helps people be more invested in the other things that I do. And I realize that, like, even though I live my life one way, there's many people who are in different phases of their lives where things aren't going their way. And I've been there before. And I used to enjoy watching other people live their lives. So especially people who were, something about their lives was something that I wanted for myself, aspired to have, was working to have, or just even the simpleness of seeming happy when I was struggling to be happy about anything, you know? So want to share just more of my life. And I do have a trip that I'm planning with a different company. I'm excited about it, but I was a little disappointed in some of the things that they brought to me. And I just want to make sure that everything that I'm doing from here on out with me is as authentic to who I am as possible. And when it comes to getting other people to spend their money on something with me, I want people to be happy with their experience. I want them to be pleased. I don't want them to feel like, I hate to say it, but there's so many influencers out there who are like promoting these trips and stuff, and they're scamming the girls. They're taking the money and, like, I guess, robbing Peter to pay Paul, or just simply funding their lifestyles. And then people get to these destinations and it's not like what they thought. And I don't care if the people who are coming on this show are rich or if they spend in every last bit of extra money that they have to come take a trip with me. I want y'all to get exactly what I tell y'all are going to get. I want you to leave there feeling, not thinking about the money that you spent to go, because the experience was worth it. And I'm not trying to hit anybody over the head with prices. I even told the company I was working with, I was like, okay, well, how can we cut costs? Because while this is something that I want to be an additional business venture for me, I told them, well, what if I don't make any money? What if we just take my share out of it so that we can make sure that this first trip is amazing, or cut what I'm getting, you know? I'm going to have to turn on the fan. It's getting hot in here. All right. So it was getting really hot in here. I don't know why this room in my place gets so much hotter than the other one. I checked to make sure that, like, the vent is open. I turned on a ceiling fan in here. I'm going to have to get like another fan or something to record more in here. And I think that might have been why I stopped using this room, but I don't know. Got to figure out a way. Closed the shades, did some other things. Anyway, so I put on an eyeshadow primer while I was talking. I got this in a BoxyCharm box. The company is called Moonlit, I think. It's called Prime for the Night. It's an eyeshadow primer. It's starting to wear off, the name of the thing, but I like it. I will say I prefer P. Louise is my number one, and then second would be Urban Decay. This one is okay, but it's something about the consistency and me putting it on my eyes. Sometimes it dries weird. I don't know. I just want to do like a simple shadow for now. So I have two palettes that I'm going to be working from. One is the Nudes by Juvia's, and it's the lighter one. It has 2 pressed pigments, and then the rest are eyeshadows. There's 6 in here. So why does it say 2 pressed pigments? Oh, pressed pigment is only one of them. It's this. What? Pressed pigment 2, and then eyeshadow 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think this one is the pressed pigment, and then the rest of them are, well, I don't get it, because this would be 2 or this would be 2. Like, in what world are any of these numbered 2? But these are the ones that are more like pressed pigment. I don't know, child. Anyway, I'm going to be using this. And then I really like this palette too. I'm not sure how to use everything in it. I should probably watch some YouTube videos. It's from Danessa Myricks. It's the Groundwork Defining Neutral Palette. Okay, it says palette for eyes, brows, face, and lips. Oh, I've literally never read that before. So there's a velvet pomade and then a shape and fix powder to everyone. So I guess some of these could be used on different areas of my face, and I'm only realizing it now. Well, here we are. Okay, so I'm going to use this lightest color. It's called Sandstone, and I'm going to use the powder. So anyway, okay, so back to my goals. So I need to be posting, and then I want to get those things scheduled. I want to remember to post stuff. I have an event tonight, so we'll see how that goes. But I need to be posting, and I want to I need to update my personal media kit. But before I do that, I want to have some content. And if any of you are interested in getting paid to be like a sponsored post, even get on PR lists, because I'm on a few PR lists. I've gotten some gifted campaigns where I do this stuff in exchange for a gift. Many people will tell you don't do it, but let me tell you this. It's going to be really hard for you. Read the terms and conditions of whatever you're agreeing to do. But I would suggest, if you're just getting started and you don't necessarily want to buy a bunch of products, you could start with a gifted campaign. Just to get your feet wet with it. And it's also good, like, hands-on experience with seeing, aside from creating stuff that you just want for yourself or content that you just like, excuse me, having to do what a brand is requesting it's a lot different when you have to do that. So I mean, if you're interested in that line of work, I would highly suggest going ahead and just doing some gifted campaigns. Try, if you can even get those, and building up to that. Or if you don't want to do that, just use your everyday products. Talk to people about the things that you share. I used to do it many years ago, like over 5 years ago, way more often. Now I'm going in with Mirage from this palette, the powder one. I used to do it a lot more, and then I got out of the habit of doing it. I think I was just putting way more energy into all things cocktails and less about me as an individual. That is something that I wish I wouldn't have done, but you know, maybe if I didn't, who knows what would have happened with cocktails. Maybe I would have nothing seeing much success and just being mediocre, versus cocktails seeing some success and then my personal things kind of falling by the wayside. So who knows? Anyway, I am getting back to that. So once I get in the groove of posting more, I want to update my media kit, create a rate card, and also pull some things to include in my portfolio, which would also be a part of me making my media kit, so I can show people what different things look like. And I need that for all social media, and including YouTube. YouTube is a different type of social media, so sometimes when I mention social media, I don't think of that one. All right, now I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to go back to this palette, and I want to use this really light color at the bottom, in the middle. I don't know what it's called. There's like a string hanging off. Okay, so what else? So media kit, and I need to be posting daily. And another thing, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but if you too are trying to get in the habit of posting, something that I saw from somebody else, which I think is helpful, go through your old footage. I don't know how it works if you have footage on your phone. I don't know how it works if you have an Android. But no matter where you have your photos, maybe back them up. iCloud Drive is a great one, but then also Google Drive or Dropbox or something like that. I personally like to work from my computer as much as I can because I can see things more and I don't have to worry about my phone glitching so much. But go through all of your old footage and organize it. Maybe create a folder for every event, every trend, whatever, and add your content in there. And then that way, when you're going to post, it'll be easier to find versus going through, you know, this folder. I don't know about y'all, but I have like over 70,000 photos and videos just on my phone, you know? And I can go through old restaurants. I like sorting things by the map to see what all did I take in this city or this area and organizing it. And then you can create your reels. You can create just static posts, carousel posts, whatever kind of post. You can create those things, organize them, and get your posting schedule together. You'll realize you don't always have to go out and make a whole bunch of new stuff because you may have things that you haven't posted before or that you haven't posted in a long time. There is somebody else I know who she will repost and repost and repost old content. Now, when I noticed that she was doing that a long time ago, I personally didn't like it, right? Just like as a viewer, somebody who's following her, it's like, I don't really like this. Why are you reposting the same thing? But something to remember is that new people, if your goal is to be creating content and growing your audience, new people are going to be going on your page all the time. And when people are new, they don't necessarily go back through all of your old content to see what you've posted in the past, so they may not have seen it. So just repost it again. And it's like, don't be afraid to lose some followers because you reposted something. Just keep doing it, you know? And like, even though I was like, why is she doing this? It didn't make me unfollow the girl, you know? So I'm going to try that. And I think that that's a good like workaround to when you don't have new stuff or just repurposing it. Maybe you have an old reel, but you still have the original footage and you can go back and like recut the reel or do a voicing over it. I'm kind of messing up on my eye right here, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's a light look. Okay, so I'm done with the shadow. I'm not really feeling it. I just wanted it to be kind of a neutral look. And now I'm going to put on some eyeliner and we'll move on to the rest of the face. But yeah, so this is, who is this from? I think I got this in a BoxyCharm thing too. I'm going to try to use this liner. It is Defiance Beauty by, I can't even tell what this says. Is there a color on it? It's a liquid eyeliner Enigma. Infinity liquid eyeliner Enigma. It's shaped in this weird thing. I thought it was like a twist when I first got it, but you just pop the top off. I do like the liner though. Let's get this on. And I'm going to put some lashes on too, but I want to wait until I get like, once I set my face and everything, because I don't want to get all the powders in there. Oh, got some kind of down here. That's okay. And I don't like to do liquid on the bottom. It gets runny. I don't know how people do. I have, this one is from Wander Beauty. It's a Skyliner Automatic Gel Liner. I like this one because you can just twist the top. You don't have to sharpen it. And it's in jet black. Tightline my eyes. I'll probably add like a little shadow underneath or something. Maybe I won't. We'll see how I feel when I get there. But anyway, that's something that you can do. And then like how all of the, one trend I'm tired of seeing, I get it, but I'm tired of seeing it. One, I think that people are not being honest sometimes. And two, it's just like, okay, everybody, we need people to be on social media to just enjoy social media too. Not everybody should be making content to try and sell it. It's just like a giant infomercial sometimes. And then I know it's like, well, bitch, you trying to get back in it and you was out. What are you even talking about? I know, but these are my thoughts. Just sharing. Anyway, So I have Haus Labs by Lady Gaga, the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I love it. I have it in the color 330, which is medium cool. I think it's a medium cool that's golden and olive undertones or something. I don't know. But I really love this foundation, and I actually have, I don't have a brush from them, but I'm going to use this brush that I bought from Makeup by Mario. It's got two sides to it. So it has this side more for like a liquid foundation, and this one is more powdery. It's the brush F4. I don't know how many other ones he has, but I like to use this one. And I also like to use a sponge to what am I trying to say? To kind of like blend it out. And I just have this little spray bottle over here because you do need to make sure your beauty blenders are like damp. They don't need to be wet, but damp will work best. Let me spray this one too for whenever I highlight and contour. All right. So yeah, I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to use, I have a few different concealers here. So I have Haus Labs in 24 light, medium, neutral. This one I love, but I don't know if I have a lot left. So if I don't have a lot left, I'm going to use this Huda Beauty one. It's in Sugar Biscuit. It's 3.5 in. It's kind of light right now, but it'll do the job. And then this one is Huda Beauty as well in Salted Caramel. This one works better for me in the wintertime when I'm a little bit more pale. So where's my other Huda Beauty thing? I don't even see it. Well, somewhere around this piece, I've got a Huda Beauty Stick Foundation that I also love, and it's a brown color. I don't see it right now. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's in Mocha. I love this. I think I want to try one of these in a lighter color. I use this to contour, but I want to see how it works for like under my eyes to brighten it. And I want to try another one of these. And I've also been thinking about getting one of these that is my exact skin color so that I can use it on days when I just want like a little tinted moisturizer or something. And I'm not trying to brighten. I'm just actually concealing. So this, and then also just in case any of those light colors are out, I have Tarte Shape Tape. This is an OG one. I love it. This one is in medium sand. So those are the colors I got to work with. We'll see what I end up using. And those are some good tips for if you are trying to create like social media content. I think like podcasting and other content, different strategy should be applied, but for short content like that, yeah. So that's a goal there. Then, okay, so speaking of short form versus long form, let's move on to YouTube goals. So for my own YouTube channel, and then I'll do cocktails next. But for my own YouTube channel, I want to start posting daily shorts. I have so many videos that I could be posting that are already put together. I want to post those, but then I also could just get on there and like talk or do the things that I used to do when I was first like really building my social media. I honestly would get on there. A lot of times it was like when I was drunk, cringe, or the day after when I was a little bit hungover or leftover drunk, if you know what I mean, like still a bit tipsy, not all the way right, but I was just, sometimes I felt like I was at my funniest, honestly. And so just get on there and talk about what happened the night before, talk about whatever. But then I was just looking really crazy at times. And I was like, okay, bitch, reel it back in, reel it back in. Is this what you want out there all the time? Think about it. Think about it. So yeah. I want to just be posting daily shorts on my YouTube channel. I need to do daily shorts on cocktails too, because we have so many things, and like definitely episode clips, but really anything, honestly. So I want to do that. And then my goal is to have one weekly vlog and then one other video that's not a short, but just some other form of content, whether it's like a get ready with me or a life update, a check-in, a cooking video. I don't know. Let me know what kind of videos you guys might like to see. I know you probably like, bitch, I told you what I wanted to see 50 times and you still haven't done it. I know. But I do try them out, and sometimes I can't figure out how to work things out. And sometimes I feel like, well, only one person said that, so it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, just let me know again if you don't mind. And then, yeah, so that would be 2 YouTube videos a week plus some YouTube videos, at least 7 shorts a week. And it can definitely be done. I just need to get to it. You know what I mean? And then let's see, cocktails. I have to get some admin work. That's not really a goal. That's just I need to get it done. And I need to get our TikTok up and post. On our TikTok, we do have a TikTok. It's Cocktails Podcast, COCKTALES podcast. And then, of course, all my social media channels are Kiki Said So. What else? I have 7 episodes that are not edited yet, but that we have already recorded. So I want to get them edited early. I at least want to get the different angles exported and uploaded to Dropbox early, because the guy who cuts most of our clips for social media, every now and then there might be something additional that I do, but that is very rare. And then T makes some clips too. She's our social media manager. I'm trying to let this set a little bit. T cuts some too, and she's our social media manager. But either way it goes, I got plenty of videos that need to go up there, and they use that footage, the raw footage. I tried to do slight edits, just a little color grading, maybe a little audio help. I'm not cutting anything, but just quality stuff, making sure if the lights were too bright, we turn that down a little bit. Just little things like that. So I want to get all of those things done early. I have gotten this week's and next week's individual files edited and uploaded, so I'm ahead there. So now I feel like I can take a break and edit today. I could either edit this week's episode today, or I could get my computer going and get 403 and 404, those individual files done, because I am going somewhere tonight. And so that can just be going on my computer while I'm not using it and through the night. So we'll see what I end up doing there. And then, so I want to edit early because lately I've been having different technical difficulties. It makes the episodes go up late. And last week for our 400th episode, I was able to get the episode done in a timely fashion, and I tried out the premiere option. So I want to try it a few more times and see if people like that. Next time I want to be able to sit there and really chat with people while it's going on and just see if that makes a difference, makes it more fun or interactive. I'm trying to encourage people to engage with our content and not just consume it. So working on a few things there. And then aside from editing the content early, we came up with some ideas, and we recently had a brainstorming meeting. And since we're at the end of the video, thank you. Well, nearly the end. Thank you for watching this far. But I'll be honest, we were excited and happy. The 400th episode kind of snuck up on us because life, but I have been feeling, and I think I may have mentioned this on something else here, or maybe it was on Patreon, which also sign up. And I have a book club, sign up for that too. We just read Blacktop Wasteland for the month of June. So we'll be meeting about that book this week. Since last night was the BET Awards, I didn't want to do it last night. but we'll be meeting this week to discuss the book. And then next month, I'm not sure what book. My vote is for this book that I read that was recommended by Jillian, one of our book club members. And I really like a lot of the books that she recommends. It was called, Did You Hear About Kitty Carr? So whether you've read it or not, I highly recommend you you check out the book. And if you have read it, if that becomes our book of the month, I suggest you join and come and chat with us. Oh, that was my phone going off. Come and chat with us about it. So yeah, I got off on a tangent, but we were talking about just like the future of the show and what we're going to do. I mentioned earlier, I think here, that, we've lost a lot of listeners, and I want to be transparent here about that, because it is one of the frustrations that happens in this business. And, people are not always going to like your content. People might get tired of you, or it's not even that they dislike it. Because I am a podcast listener. Sometimes life just gets in the way, or I'm trying to save up to have a bunch of episodes because I know that like maybe I'll be traveling soon and I can listen to my podcast then, or whatever the case may be. We've lost a lot of listeners, and it can be discouraging because the number of listeners that we have affects a lot of things, right? One of those main things being what we can charge from ads and how much we make just from ads that run like on YouTube and stuff. And our content already is typically limited on monetization because of the content. So it's already going to be much lower than other people with similar view counts. But we do sell ads directly. So that's not such a concern. But when we can't increase because we're actually losing listeners, that's a problem. And then it's like, we've been doing it for so long. Is it time to just call it quits? Do we want to keep going until the wheels fall off? Do we feel like the show has jumped the shark, as they say, at a certain point? If any of you listen to Cocktails or used to listen and stop, I would love to know, like, honest feedback. What made you stop? Whether it's something, please don't be super mean. I am very sensitive. But even if it's like you really didn't like the content because you felt like I was too boring, or you felt like I wasn't sharing, or you felt however you felt about me or just the show or whoever, I am truly interested to know, and I would love for you to share it in the comments of this video to let me know, because even though my feelings be getting hurt, I do still consider the things that people are saying, because at the end of the day, the show is not to stroke my ego. The show is to entertain other people and possibly help others along the way. I meant to use a cream blush and I did not, but that's okay. I'm going to use this Hourglass blush. It is, I don't even know what color this is because it has worn off on the back. Oh, it's called Ambient. You see, I obviously really love this. But yeah, there's so many different reasons, and I realize that. So I'm just curious, and I would love some feedback on that. But we were talking about it, and, touchy subject. So feelings and stuff were involved, but it's just like, no matter what, we need to be happy. We both need to be happy with the product that we're putting out. And as of late, for like I would say the second half, like from September till about now, overall, I haven't been happy with a lot of the content for different reasons. And it's no one's fault per se. It's just, gotta figure something out and figure out, okay, you don't like something. Well, what do you like? What do you want to do? And figuring that out, it's a journey. And anyone who creates something, anything, who creates any sort of product, offers a service, anything, you understand how change is inevitable, and sometimes it's hard to either embrace it, or sometimes it's hard to figure out which direction to go. And I also just have been feeling like I've poured so much of my energy, time, and effort. I'm going to use these lashes, Kiss. It came in like a, how many is that? 5-pack from, I got it at Target. These lashes are the pompadour style. I like them because they're big lashes, but they're kind of on the more natural side versus like these that I got on Amazon. I'll save those for like nighttime or something else. And matter of fact, let me see if my lash glue is in here. I'll be right back. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. Okay, so I also have this. I like this. I like the Duo brand, but I also like the Lash Couture brand. I think this is part of Kiss. Yeah, it's part of Kiss. It's the super strong strip lash adhesive. It comes with like a little brush. And I think they make it in black as well, but I like it. I also saw that they have one that's supposed to dry super fast. I wanted to try it out, but I didn't see it in the store that day. So anyways, I want to be happy with all of the content that I put out, and I've just been kind of frustrated with myself because I've put in so much time, energy, effort into cocktails. And I mean, I'm not upset about that, but what I am upset about is I have been sitting on these ideas, toying with these ideas of doing my own thing. And I think sometimes I operate out of fear of will it work, or I don't know what to do. And it's like, but you went out and you just made something happen with cocktails, Kiara. Like, you put the show out there and you didn't know how people were gonna take it, and the first format that you had for the show didn't work and you kept changing things. So why are you so afraid to do it now? I guess a part of me feels like because I have so much experience now, when I drop something it should be better. But I hope that I can get out of that mindset, because I encourage other people not to be that way. So why am I? You know what I mean? Okay, let me concentrate to get these lashes on. So, you know what I haven't done in a while that somebody told me to do? Take the lash glue and like brush it along your lid. It really helps it to stay, and it does. I would just be careful if it's a color, and make sure whatever liner you have is dry, because then it'll get all on there and you don't want to have a gunky mess. Uh-oh. Okay. Ah! Like poking myself in the eye. Okay. Let's get the other one. I'm going to put a little mascara on there. My thing is overheating. But anyway, I need to work on these ideas, and I also need to figure out what is the future of cocktails. What are we going to do? How much longer is the show going to go? What are some new things that we could try to get, like, I guess, ooh, I messed up right there. Get motivated again, get back in it. We've tried a few things that have been helping. You guys won't see or hear it for a minute, but we're still in it and we're still trying, but it has been a challenge as of late. And I'm just sharing that to let you guys know that no matter who is watching this video and where you are, it happens to a lot of people, and maybe people wouldn't think that, or think that that's even a thought, or that there's doubt or stress about what we're doing. But there is, and I think it's natural, and I just want to share some more of those moments, because I do see how people can think, oh, everything is always peachy keen, and when they're having something go wrong, they don't realize how often that happens with other people. And that's my bit of relatability. Okay, now I'll be right back. I need to get my lip liner. I want to finish out this look before my camera overheats. So I have this Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil. It has this little brush at the end. I rarely use it. You do have to sharpen it. I can't remember if it came with a sharpener or if I just bought the sharpener, but regular sharpener. And this color is dark chocolate, and I'm going to use Morphe Cosmetics Make It Big Plumping Lip Gloss in the color Extra Exposed, and I'll be done with my face after I set it. with, I don't know what setting spray I brought in here. I have so many. So anyway, those are some of the goals that I have right now that I'm sharing. And once I finish this, I'm going to go walk Whitley. And then I'm going to come back in because I have some YouTube videos that need to go up. And I didn't get enough footage for something. So I need to do like an explainer video to help fill in the gaps about everything and get set up for that, because I think I'll do that like in the living room or something where it's not so hot. I don't know. I got to think on that. And I have a bunch of other work that I need to get done today. But it has been nice to catch up with you guys, share what's going on, hoping that you continue to be an accountability partner for me. I hope that me sharing some of the struggles that I'm going on and how I'm going about trying to combat them will inspire you to do the same if you have that going on in your life. And I hope that whatever it is you're trying to create, want to launch, business, service, new job, new career, new school, new man, whatever it is, I hope that you go after it. And anything that may set you back, hold you back, I hope that you don't let it defeat you. If you guys also are working on any sort of creative projects or have services or products, don't be ashamed. Please self-promote in the comments and tell us. Don't just like drop a link. Tell us a little bit about what you have or about your podcast or whatever it is. I'm always looking for new podcasts. Your show does not need to be big. If you want to guest and you're open to having me on, I could talk about almost anything. Invite me on the show. I would love to be able to support whoever, wherever. And if you need help, hit me up. There have been people who hit me up, and maybe you caught me at a time where I wasn't really able to help, or I don't know what has happened with some of the people that I've tried to help. Some people it has done great and people have taken off, and then other people, I don't know what happens, but please hit me up. And if I don't respond, just keep responding, because if I find you annoying or you did something wrong, I will say it and then you'll be blocked, so you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my channel. Please make sure to comment, to subscribe, turn that bell icon on, hit me up anywhere on social media and ask me when the next vlog is or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna have to bump this again, but I'll do that after we come back from inside. Anyway, this is my final face. Just a nice little simple beat. Oh, I was gonna put the mascara on. Oh, I have to. Okay, let me go do this before ADHD kicks my ass again. Bye, guys.